Hey guys, welcome to the JaySquared Podcast. I'm Jesoma.
I'm J-Rock.
All right, we have an awesome show for you today. How was your week? How was work?
I have a job now.
Finally, yes.
Surprise, surprise.
Insert clap noises, because you've been broke for a while.
Whoa. Why are you saying that?
Just putting you on blast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I apologize.
And,
it's International Women's Day.
It is International Women's Day. I'm wearing the pink, though.
Not all of us like pink.
Well, if you guys...
No, wow.
I tried to skim over. I couldn't.
No.
All right, well, if you guys don't know, it is International Women's Day. So shout out to every lady out there, I guess.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're welcome. Clap, instant clap noises and shit.
Yeah.
So we do apologize for the last chapter's audio.
Yeah.
But luckily we found a great studio. We're going to shout them out in a little bit, right?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Yeah, and by the great Rick Brown, he's recording our audio. He's doing an amazing job.
The legend.
Got us set up nice out here. Got the camera. Oh, we're going to have a visual for this.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You forgot the camera right in front of you?
I should look at the camera. Okay.
You should look at it more often.
No.
All right, so we have today in sports and entertainment, the MMA fights that happened on Saturday were immaculate.
Okay, so before we start...
Okay.
I'm usually the sports person, but
that is true.
I don't watch MMA, so I have no idea what happened. That's all, Jesoma.
All right, so to give you guys more context, a while back, I used to fight. I stopped all that foolishness, but I love the sports. I love the technicality.
Whoa. You have to talk about the dislocated elbow.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, wow.
That hurt my... Listen. All right, well, okay, listen. Pretty much had a fight... and it was my first ever fight. I never was a fighter, to be honest with you, but the fight resulted in, a really nasty dislocation of the other guy's elbow. So I won, but it just discouraged me to ever do that again. So
now he's going to talk about the fights instead.
I am going to talk about the fights. I'm a commentator now.
Okay.
All right, so pretty much the first one that you guys really did, we did the voting polls.
Yeah, we did.
And you guys were pretty spot on, to be honest, except for the
last one.
Yeah, the Adesanya versus Balkovich. I don't even know how to say his last name. It's just crazy.
I don't even know them.
But, okay, so I'll go over each one pretty briefly. Amanda Nunes, she's all-around champ. She's the one that knocked out Ronda Rousey easily.
Okay.
It made her look like cake. And then you had the other fighter, I believe it's Anderson. She's also really good. She's been doing well, but nobody could really amount to Amanda Nunes. That's why there was such an overwhelming amount of people that voted for Amanda Nunes to win.
Yeah, I voted for people and I didn't know who was who, but...
Just know that she has hands, her hands are bricks.
Okay.
And she's all around one of the best. Like, it's a wrap.
Okay.
And then we had the second fight. I forgot his name.
It doesn't matter because it was
very true.
Very weird knockout.
All right,
elimination.
So what happens is that Peter Yan is the champion, okay? And then the challenger, he's a really good fighter. I don't know if he was undefeated or not. I don't know. We're going to have to look it up. Jamie, when you get back, you're going to have to start doing this shit again because we don't have it.
Yeah.
But pretty much, he's a really good fighter. But he was doing terribly that fight. He was getting dominated by Peter Yan, the champion at the time. And then Peter Yan got frustrated, it looked like, and he threw an illegal knee while the opponent was downed. So what happened is that the challenger was on his knees. You're not allowed to throw, knees and kicks when somebody's on their knees.
Okay.
In UFC, at least. Every fighting promotion has their different thing.
Okay.
And this guy looked at him, had his hand on his neck, and was just like, fuck it. And just kneed him, knocked him out. A lot of people think that the challenger sold it so he could win.
Oh, yeah. He did. He pulled a Jimmy Butler.
Oh, my God.
He was on the floor pretending to cry and, yeah.
I feel like, okay, so getting kneed in the back of the head hurts.
I mean, yeah.
So, I guess, in a sense, but I think it's irrelevant because you shouldn't have done that in the first place. You get me? Like, that's how I think about it. But you're in the heat of the moment. You just, like, your most primal instincts are out on the table, so he just went for it.
Yeah.
But it was a good, that was a good fight. And then we had the Adesanya versus Balkomich.
You can't read, so that's tough.
I can't read, and I'm definitely not saying that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so if you look at that fight, Adesanya went up in weight because he just wants to prove he's the best. And he wants to fight the best people.
As you should.
Yeah, exactly. That's what a true champion is supposed to do. They both stepped up to the plate. They both fought. And the real difference was the weight. You guys could go ahead and put your 2 cents in it. I think the real difference is the weight. You're going to have to start getting into this stuff. I think you would like it.
Don't know.
Oh, my God.
Whatever. Moving on to the real sports, you know. We had the NBA All-Star Game.
So you just basically told me I wasted like 10 years of my life doing it, like performing a sport that doesn't matter.
I mean, you play basketball, right?
You're right.
Exactly. Coming back to the real world.
I hate it here. Go ahead.
But yeah, all right. NBA All-Star Game. We all had Team LeBron. I'm sorry, if you had Team KD, what's wrong with you?
That's an absolute fact.
Yeah.
Team KD was...
trash.
Yeah, it was garbage, but at the same time, KD didn't get to play.
So?
You're right.
So? They lost by what, 30?
Fact. They did...
They got mollywopped. That's what happened.
But what really stuck out to me was, I think it was the second quarter. Ending of the second quarter.
Oh.
How did you let CP3 get an alley dunk and you let Stephen Curry get an alley dunk?
And then they both shoot it from half court, him and Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I think that was overkill, and I think somebody needs to be charged for manslaughter or something, because that was just disrespectful.
They didn't even win a quarter.
They didn't win a quarter, and I don't know what charity was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was bad.
That was fucked up.
I still think Steph Curry should have been MVP. That's my opinion.
Oh.
Yeah. Over Giannis.
I hate that I'm doing this, but I have to agree with you.
Woo!
Yeah,
I'll take that win.
Because Steph stole the show.
Oh yeah.
Nobody was stepping to Steph. There was no way to stop him.
You couldn't stop.
He won.
Chef.
Like he just made for All-Star games, I feel like.
Yeah. And he won the 3-point competition.
He won the 3-point competition, came out, started lighting it up on the floor. There's nothing anybody could really do to stop him. Him and LeBron, I like seeing them work together.
That was awesome, yeah.
The Olympics need to come back, because I think that would be an amazing team.
Yeah. Also, apparently the dunk contest was lame, so we're not even gonna
It
talk
was
about
lame.
it. We're moving on.
No. It was trash. Yeah. I just want to go ahead and put that out there. It was garbage. Yeah. I don't know why we even did that.
Yeah, well, I was telling you, the 3-point contest is what's up now, not the dunk contest.
But I think that the big reason for that is because of the crowd. The crowd usually hypes up the dunk contest to
we had nobodies dunking the ball.
That's also true.
So.
Yeah, back in the day, there were names.
Yeah, there were names that we were like, oh, yeah, I know where he plays. Not like, oh, he plays for the Blazers? The Blazers? Okay. All I know is Dame Time.
That's true.
So.
And
CJ McCollum.
And the funny thing is that Damian Lillard was trying to measure up to Steph, but like it was just his night. Like.
Yeah. I mean, they both had a good game, but Steph is still up there. So.
It shows why Steph is Steph. I loved it. It was a good time. I just didn't like the dunk contest. It was boring. But.
Yeah. And he didn't kiss the rim. Put it on the record.
You know what I thought was disrespectful about that too? In his last dunk before that, they showed pretty much the before clip of Tracy McGrady, right?
Oh, yeah.
Tracy McGrady doing the pump, and then him doing the pump, and I was like, this is watered down.
Yeah, the Tracy McGrady one was sick.
Yeah.
He literally pumped it down, but all right.
It is what it is.
Let's move on to the people's topic.
Oh, my God. All right. Look, I asked J-Rock to go ahead and give a disclaimer, but she said if you haven't seen it, I don't know what the fuck you were doing for the past few weeks, so.
The past couple days, by the time this comes out, if you haven't seen WandaVision, that's your problem.
Yeah. No, okay, I can agree with you on that, but I still think it's disrespectful, so go ahead.
I'm not going to apologize. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, my God.
All right, so what did you think of the finale?
All right, so personally, I don't like how
Watch your mouth. First of all, watch your mouth. Okay.
Let me get my words. I didn't say anything yet. All right. So personally, when I went ahead and I was watching it, it was incredible. It was an incredible show, incredible finale. They wrapped it up perfectly. They did everything nicely. They did leave us on red. Like, we put in our request. We slid in the DMs to Marvel. We were like, hey, yo, look.
This is what I want to see.
We want to go ahead and see the X-Men multiverse show up.
No.
Wait, I'm just saying. Ralph Boner. You see, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly how people felt. And I'm not mad at them for, going in and digging us, be like, you thought. But they teased it and they took it away. They left us on red.
Okay, so my thing with the X-Men thing, it made no sense because her origin story is with Magneto, but in this version, it's through the stone. So why would you bring in Magneto?
But we could have made it an alternate universe. That's how you could introduce the multiverse.
Happen,
but it was a perfect way to introduce the multiverse.
Okay.
You bring in the secondary Quicksilver, right?
Uh-huh.
From an alternate universe, and Agatha brought him from an alternate universe to replace the one that's already dead here. That would have been dope, because then I would be like, what the fuck? First of all, this witch is OP because she could go ahead and pull people out of different universes, and it would have been a lit way to bring it about. Because if Doctor Strange could do it, and she's saying that Scarlet Witch, like there was the part that she says Scarlet Witch is better than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Stronger.
Yeah, and Doctor Strange, apparently he's gonna have some access to the multiverse. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
And if he has access, then it wouldn't be too far-fetched to assume that Agatha has access also. And could bring people out of their universe.
Okay, so when she had the book, but now she doesn't have it because Wanda has it.
But she had it before, and she could have used the book to go ahead.
But she wasn't as powerful as the Scarlet Witch.
I understand.
That's why she was trying to take her powers.
But to even have like a sliver of that power, it would have I would have been satisfied if they would have world builded around it and made it make sense. They could have done it. I'm not saying they should have. I'm just saying they could have.
I don't like it. I'm okay with the way they went because I feel like they're going to open the multiverse with Doctor Strange. Or Wanda's going to do some dumb shit. Doctor Strange is going to come in and try to save her, and then they're both going to tag team and defeat who I believe is going to be the new villain.
And this goes against what I was saying in the first chapter. Because in the first chapter, we talked about it a little bit, right? And I pretty much went over... No, in the second chapter. We talked about it a little bit, and I went over how much I loved this Quicksilver.
Yeah,
from the alternate universe in X-Men. He was just an amazing character to play him. And I mean, I just want them to bring the boner back. Bring the boner back, bro.
The boner was hilarious to me. It was.
Yo, I want them to bring back that boner.
Oh my god.
It was a dope way to introduce it. I mean, I'm not gonna say they dropped the ball because they can always work around it.
I don't think they did. I think this is just like a tease. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back.
But it goes back to what we were saying in chapter 2 also. It was the ultimate way to showcase for Marvel to showcase that they strong-armed their way into the X-Men universe.
Oh yeah.
By showcasing the actors, because they wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah. But now that they own it, they could do whatever they want.
It's a beautiful thing to see. It's a beautiful thing to see.
All right. The Scarlet Witch's costume. Fire. 10 out of 10. I love it. 3,000. It was amazing.
I hate you so much. You're the worst person in the world.
Why? Why are you hating on my Iron Man love?
Because I did like the costume. I thought it was dope. I really did. I don't have anything bad to say about it.
Yeah,
you stop looking at me like that. I don't have anything to say about it.
The reveal was sick, though. Because she's like, don't tell me who I am. I know who I am. And then she just like, boom.
That was dope.
It was.
I wonder what the story is behind the costume, though. Like, why that costume? Did you just make it out of nowhere, or?
Oh, I think it's because of the vision she had with the Soul Stone when she's looking at it, and then that's the witch that's glowing.
I see.
She saw, like, into the future.
Damn, that makes her so OP, so overpowered.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
Good job by, like, describing what OP is for the people who don't know.
I'm
serious. No, I'm serious. Yeah, like, that's important because we might say some things, like, very comic book nerd stuff that people don't know, so it's good to clarify it.
Oh, yeah, and just so you guys know, if there's ever...
Jeez, talking is hard.
If there's any if there fucking me up. If there's ever any issues with what we say or, something that you guys don't understand, reach out to us, DM us, write us, let us know so we could go ahead and explain it, and we'll bring it back up on the next chapter. It's not an issue.
Yeah.
So just let us know.
Okay, so White Vision. I believe Vision is alive. I don't care. He's alive.
But he is alive. Like that. Okay. So they just took the parts of his body, put it together.
Yeah.
And instead of giving him pretty much a soul.
No, they basically turned him into a weapon, aka Ultron.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And pretty much what they were talking about, like that whole philosophical conversation they were having.
That was amazing.
That was dope.
like legit Vision. Like that's
yeah, because I thought they were gonna throw hands. I was like, ah.
No, the way that he, like, even when he fought Ultron, it was a conversation.
And it just goes to show that the fans want more than action sequences.
Yes.
Story building is probably the most important thing that we have to offer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great way to go ahead and transfer that power or transfer himself into the other vision.
The memories.
Because, what he said was dope. Like, they were fighting, he let him go, he's like, I request elaboration.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Very robotic, very, like, MacBook Pro.
Vision.
Vision. Yeah, if you haven't seen the memes for WandaVision, y'all are tripping.
Yo, that shit is fucking
LaWanda. Vision Jarvis.
It's because he did have the turtleneck.
Oh my god, he looks so good in the turtleneck. He did.
It's people like you. He did.
Whoa. Okay, chill. You know he looked good in that.
He did. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. Marvel's out here like.
Don't look at me like that. My girlfriend's watching. No, but the memes were just hilarious because, and it shows how culture intertwines with like everything that happens. It's hilarious. Like just Vision.
I'll tell you the Spanish one. They put Univision.
Oh my god.
As his soul stone.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yo, wordplay. No, I think that's one of the things though. Like if you really think about it, like the way that we interact with these characters and the way that and that's how we kind of spread that information that this is a dope ass show.
Yeah.
And it makes people that would normally not watch these things want to watch it.
Yeah, be entertained or like captivated by it. But continuing, I'm happy that Agatha lives. I'm happy they didn't kill her off. She's gonna come back. I think she's coming back in Doctor Strange too.
I never know how to feel when it comes to like these cinematic universes, how to feel when they kill off a character. Because to me personally, I didn't like when they killed the original Quicksilver. Because he's like, they're supposed to have the storyline together. Like, they are always together.
Yeah. But it makes sense because in the X-Men universe, Wanda's dead. So, I believe that's why... That's why when he appears in this show, that's why people are like, oh my god, like the connection finally. But
I see.
That's why I'm kind of like,
But they half-assed the fan service, though.
Whoa, relax. Relax.
Can't see nothing wrong here, man.
You like Boner. Come on.
I'm sick of you. Hey, look. I do love the character. He's a good character. Hey, but no, I like what they did when it came to the world building, putting it together. Even though they yoked us, then they were like, nah, this isn't what's happening. Also, with the Fantastic Four. You still think it might happen? Okay, so...
I think it still might happen. I like that they teased it, but I like the connections with
Okay, explain the tease for people that don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so they kept teasing about this pilot.
Or aerospace
pilot who is Mr. Fantastic. And there's rumors that there's going to be a Fantastic Four. They're casting people. We talked about it in the last chapter, Jesus.
You need to respect the chapters.
I am sorry. I'll get there.
No, but they do go ahead and they tease it, but they never tell you exactly. They just told you like, it's an aerospace, scientist and stuff like that.
Yeah, and you could theorize.
You theorize and you put it together.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people did and with WandaVision, and it's got a little bit of hate, but y'all need to chill with that.
No, but okay. But I understand them doing that. But
they never promised it. They never promised anything.
Yo, there was a meme that was like, It was Captain America. You know how he used to sit down in front of the schools, like on the chair?
Oh, the Spider-Man
Yeah,
meme?
and he's like, so you're upset that WandaVision didn't deliver on things they never promised you, huh?
Exactly.
It is true. They didn't promise it to us, but we theorized and it got us talking.
Yeah.
But they never told us what exactly was going to happen.
No, but they did give the connections to Captain Marvel 2 and Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, and these are two things that I did like because it also makes you do research on characters that you don't really know that much about.
Yeah, like Monica.
Yeah, people don't know that Monica, actually, the first Captain Marvel was a black woman.
Yeah.
But they actually, they kind of started, changing the origins and stuff like that. And I like how they brought it back to her coming into the picture.
Yeah, and becoming Photon.
I will right now. All right, hold on. Hold on, wait. Let's see. When he appears in No Way in Holmes as a beloved character.
She read. Jesus.
Yo, these memes. Yo, hold on. Yo.
Oh my god.
Yo,
That's a reverse flash?
did you see the Flashpoint Paradox?
Yes, I watched it. Yeah.
It was me. Yo, guys, we're gonna put up all these memes that we're talking about because it is way too hilarious. Because I love how people watch it and the fans they make it into their own thing just to have it as a talking point, and they make these memes to start the conversation. Because I felt disrespected.
By what?
Because they made him a bone. You
guys need to get over that. That sounds more like a personal problem.
You're right. You know what? Maybe I'm just butthurt.
All right. Well, the Monica connection I really enjoyed because now we know that in the first end credit scene, the person that she's meeting is Nick Fury.
Yeah, I know.
Because Nick Fury is in space.
Yeah. If you guys
haven't seen Spider-Man Far From Home.
Jesus Christ. And that's what's gonna make it even more amazing because we thought, in our heads, in my head at least, I didn't know where they were gonna go from Thanos. Where do you go from Thanos? You know?
Life after Thanos?
Yeah, life after Thanos.
Thanos did nothing wrong.
Thanos did. And that's what Marvel's really good at too. They make the bad guys seem so logical.
That's why we love Loki.
Yo, and we
can't wait for that show.
Yo, and we also love Killmonger.
Killmonger, yeah.
Yo, because he was legit y'all fucked up the hood, so... and they didn't fuck it up. It's y'all had all this shit, and y'all could have helped, and y'all didn't?
Yeah. It made sense. That's why, I'm going to say it here live.
Oh, my God.
If Wanda is the villain, I'm going for Wanda.
Which makes no sense.
Fuck everything else.
No.
Scarlet Witch till I die.
Oh, my God.
They killed off Iron Man. I need a new superhero.
But he's dead.
So?
Just like Quicksilver.
Well, now I have Wanda.
No. Okay,
Spider-Man.
But I don't agree with what she did. Because you...
I disagree.
Okay. I have a question then.
Okay.
Why do all that she did?
She's going through grief. She doesn't know how to go through the stages, and she doesn't know her powers.
But you don't mind rape people because you're going through grief.
She didn't know. She didn't know until the end.
No, she started figuring it out, and she was like...
Eventually, she started figuring it out.
But she still was like, but...
Well, you saw in the last scene.
I thought... Okay, so what I thought is that they're going to showcase that Agatha was manipulating her at least a little bit.
No, because... Okay, you know how Scarlet Witch is. So.
Yeah, I know how she is.
Yeah, so she's not evil, but she's not a full-on superhero. She's in between the lines.
Yeah.
So she doesn't mean harm, but she still harms people. So it's not with bad intentions. It's just she's not there all the time. It's chaos magic, man.
I still think that makes you a liability.
I mean, she's the most powerful, so...
No, there's nothing I could do about it. Or anybody in that universe.
Exactly. So...
But, I did love the show. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
The show was, again, I'm going to say it again. It was perfect from the beginning to the end.
To then every episode, there's something in every episode that you take with.
Yes, and the only things that people get mad at are things that
you have no control over.
Exactly. Like they never promised you this, but they delivered.
Yeah. We'll see. Next up, we'll see how Falcon and the Winter Soldier go.
Fucking trash. That's the most garbage thing I just can't believe him as Captain America. I can't. Like, he's just so... Like, he's just not cool.
I think the problem is that they're trying to make him a serious character.
And he's fucking corny. And that's him.
And he's the kind of guy who's just, like, there to do, like, the pun.
Yeah.
And
he's a backup character. He's like he's a jokester.
So I'm still going to... Like, we're still going to watch it. Yeah. But are we excited for it? No. We're waiting for Loki.
Loki does look really fucking good.
I feel like Loki and WandaVision are going to be the ones that carry it.
What about Black Widow?
That's a movie, though.
Okay, I see. So you're... Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about the shows. My bad.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I think that... Like, I agree with you. I think that that's what's going to carry pretty much Marvel.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm still going to watch it just because I don't have anything else to do on Fridays.
But I'm ready to be disappointed.
Oh, yeah. I don't expect anything. So whatever they deliver.
That's the most horrible way to go into it.
Actually, no, it's not for me. Because if I go out, like, if I start watching something with high expectations and it doesn't deliver, then I hate it.
Like Wonder Woman?
Yeah, like Wonder Woman 84. Trash.
That shit was garbage. No, it wasn't garbage.
Oh, yeah, he said it.
Okay.
Moving on.
We're going to cut it out. We're going to cut it out.
No. Moving on.
I liked it, but I understand why people felt like it was garbage.
It was.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
All right. Well, we'll
Don't
move
at
on
me.
from that. We'll move on from our sports and entertainment segment. Thank you guys for
listening in on that.
To our...
So, yeah, but we did a poll. I think since Saturday or something like that. All right, so pretty much we had a poll between equal pay in sports, pretty much our special topic.
Yes.
If you guys don't know, our special topic is what we do a deep dive in when it comes to philosophical conversations and whatnot. And we were...
Vision conversations.
A request elaboration. So we were trying to decide between equal pay in sports, because that's what you guys voted on. Because we did ask.
We asked for different topics, and you guys provided this one.
And thank you guys so much once again. You guys delivered, and you guys did awesome with providing us with what we need. Keep doing it. We're going to keep asking. So you might as well just throw it in there. Maybe we will have it as our special topic of the of the chapter.
There you go.
I got this. But yeah, pretty much it was between equal pay in sports and what else?
Athletes and politics.
Yes. So I think it was dead like 50-50 for a while.
It was 50-50 for like a whole day.
Yeah, it was 50-50 for a whole day. I think today people kind of went ahead and jumped into it more.
Yeah, by the end of it.
Yeah.
Because if not, we would have been stuck.
We would have been stuck. So thank you, those people that pretty much tilted the scales and,
Yeah, and make sure to vote. Like, we're okay with if you don't agree with either one. DM us and be like, oh, I'd rather hear this.
Yeah, that's true, because at the end of the day, we want to have the best types of conversations, and we also want you guys to feel entertained by the conversations.
Yeah.
So what our special topic is today is equal pay in sports.
Yeah.
So
it's a perfect topic for International Women's Day.
And that's exactly what I said. It's perfect because you guys are like, you know what? Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And it is International Women's Day. I think this is coming out tomorrow. So.
Well, yeah, it is, but we could celebrate it tomorrow too.
That's true. We could celebrate it every day. We should be. Anyway.
We should.
Point is, the special topic is equal pay in sports. So we're gonna be talking about women in sports and what's the difference? Like, why is there inequality when it comes to payment?
There's a lot that goes into it, but first we're gonna dive into how some professional organizations actually are working together to try to make inequality better. So a good connection is the WNBA and NBA. Before we even get into like the details of it, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, he was the first one to actually promote the WNBA, showing up to games, taking his daughter, Gigi, also rest in peace, out to support, wearing the WNBA hoodie, and just making that a popular hoodie to wear.
Yeah, it's a popular thing to do because nobody was really checking for it before that.
And no one was showing up to the game. So, like, seeing someone as big as Kobe at a WNBA game and just support, that was huge.
And I always say it, like, when me and you, when we go play ball, like, I feel like you have a way better shot than, like, all the guys there because you focus on the technicality. And I feel like that's something that we should focus on. But...
Yeah, I mean, you guys are more focused on dunking the ball, so...
Listen, look.
I can't dunk, so I'll perfect my shooting. So,
and it does well. Like the things I've seen you do to people was just disrespectful.
Yeah, fun times. Now I'm old and my knees don't work. But yeah, so that was a big opening for the WNBA, and that brought in more of NBA players right now just joining the fight for equality. We've seen Kyrie do a lot, which is not surprising.
Yeah.
Chris Paul has been doing a lot. I would even say LeBron. It's a lot of unity between players within the NBA and the WNBA. And just going to the games as well. LeBron was trying to help the Atlanta Dream, like even try to purchase them because of their whole situation with the politician.
Jesus Christ, okay.
But, yeah, it's been actually... I feel like that's what other sports should be doing to cancel out that inequality.
I agree with that. I feel like most sports, I don't think all of them, of course, but I think most sports, when they do see their counterparts struggling, at least the players try to take part in it.
Yes. Yeah, and you could even see it with the bubble situation. Like, the WNBA also had a bubble, and they worked together with the NBA. Obviously, it wasn't in Disney, but it was at another... It was in Orlando, but it wasn't a bad hotel or, like, bad area.
You want to know what's hilarious? I had no idea whatsoever.
About the bubble for the WNBA?
No.
Wow. That is disrespectful.
What did you... Okay, so we're going to also get into it.
We'll get into it
because
later on.
There's a reason for all of that.
Yes, there is a reason, and we'll talk about that later on. But that's actually good that you brought that up.
Yeah. One of the things that I did want to go ahead and bring up, because talking about different sports, MMA, for example. I think MMA, like, a lot of people have to follow the structure they laid out for women. Because at first the owner was like, women are never going to fight in the UFC.
Interesting.
That's what he said, like, probably like 10, 15 years ago.
Wow.
And then when, women started getting more popular in other organizations, then he said, okay, let's go ahead and try to start it here. Now, this is the part where it started becoming something special to look at. Because the women were shown to outperform the men technically. So, since they were outperforming the men technically, it kind of put more eyes on them. So they were, like, people were watching, and, like, for me, for example, when I watch a fight, I don't watch a fight just to see somebody get slept or get knocked out. That's not what I watch for. I could see, like, the casual, like, the, regular guy that goes in and watches it. They want to see somebody get knocked out, but that's not what people who actually understand the sport exactly want to see. Okay. They want to see that technicality. And also, women are explosive. I don't know what it is. On top of that, they are vicious.
Oh, yeah.
Vicious
But that's
fighters.
every sport. I mean,
yeah.
You have never played a women's sport.
That's true.
So, yeah, it's different. It's a lot more grabbing and, like, dirty.
And the shit, like, Ronda
pinching.
Rousey was the queen of shit talking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she would go ahead and make girls feel inferior even after the fight was over. Like, and she was great at what she did. And then, like, she really opened the door because people wanted to see her win so much. She was...
she's one of the most popular ones.
Yeah, she's one of the most popular. She's in WWE now, I believe, but she pretty much steamrolled through every woman in her division, and she was just taking people down, knocking them out, like getting them in her famous armbar. But what was special to see is the development of the women, or the caliber of women that she was fighting, because after a while,
they started getting to her
They started
level.
getting better.
Yeah.
And then
that's the whole point.
And now you look at fighters like she's pretty much, I want to say she's pretty much undefeated. I think she She doesn't even have a handful of losses, but she's the current double champion in 2 weight classes, in the women's division. But her name's Ximena Needs. She rolls through everybody. She fought this Saturday.
Yeah, that's the one that you were saying. And she's also a mom.
Yo, she's
That's
a mom.
key.
Like, she's incredible. And she has, like I said, her hands are bricks. The way that she sets up her punches, everybody folds. There's not a person that I've seen withstand her punches and keep going. So you have somebody like that that's bringing attention to the sport. And she also knocked out Ronda Rousey, made her look stupid.
Yeah.
Like, made her look like she didn't belong in the fighting world. She's like, made her look like a soccer mom. Like, she, exactly. She's like, go back to acting. Like, you don't belong here. But she knocked her out so easily, and she just does, and it's not even Ronda Rousey's fault. She just does that to all of her opponents.
Oh.
And I think this fight, she won via armbar. And it's funny because she's a striker, and she goes ahead and she turns it into something being technical and a ground game type of fight. And like I said before, we watch for technicality. So to see that diversity in somebody, it's amazing. And that's what keeps the big bucks going into the MMA. And usually women, they wouldn't be, like, even if it was a title fight, they started off on being like...
one of the first fights.
Undercards and stuff like that. But then the more the popularity... Now they were second to the top fight.
Yeah.
And the top fight was Israel Adesanya versus Bahawalna.
You can't talk. You can't speak.
His name is complicated.
Sure.
You know what? I don't need this from you. But yeah, the point is, like, they're rising up in the ranks in MMA. They're seen as equal. Yeah. And if not more.
And that actually gets us into our next topic, which is where we don't see women as equal, which is the women's national team versus U.S. soccer. So this is where it gets a little...
I like this. All right.
A little tricky. So if you don't know, the U.S. women's national team actually has a lawsuit against U.S. soccer. They filed it 3 months before the 2019 World Cup, which they won again. Just remember that for the future, okay? So they filed it, and then May 1st, I want to say 2020, I believe. But who knows, because 2020 doesn't really count anymore.
That's true. Nobody wants 2020 back.
Yeah, so they actually suffered a major blow in their case because a judge threw out their claims about being paid less than the men's team. The men's team who has never won a World Cup.
Fuck.
We'll continue. So later on, I think a couple months ago, they actually reached an agreement with the U.S. Soccer Federation to get better hotel conditions, better traveling conditions, but none of that hits pay inequity. Damn. So they're still not getting paid what they should be getting paid, but they're getting better accommodations.
But that's absolute bullshit.
Yes.
Why the fuck? That's what baffles me, though. Okay. So why are they not just getting paid more? Because from what I saw, I remember, I don't know if it was like 20... I think I was in high school when the women, they went to the Olympics and they fucking slaughtered.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they did. So they won gold. So here's the thing with the women's national team. They are number one in the worldwide. They've won multiple World Cups, multiple gold medals. They're basically the top of the top. They bring in so much money because of how good they are. And they have amazing players like Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe. You got Tobin Heath. You have Rose Lavelle, who's rising up. These are athletes that a lot of people know, and a lot of people like buy their stuff, buy their jerseys. They're sponsored by Nike, by Gatorade.
Was it Hope Solo that was?
Hope Solo used to be the goalkeeper.
Yo, she
was a beast.
Yeah, she set the world on fire.
Yeah. And we have all these famous athletes bringing in so much money, but U.S. Soccer's like, nah, y'all don't deserve it.
That will never make sense to me.
No, at all, because the men's team, they don't get the views that the women's team does. They don't win anything. They didn't even go to the World Cup the last World Cup. They didn't even qualify. So
and they still get paid more?
Yeah.
No, they still get paid more money.
Yeah.
Than women.
Yeah.
That are actually
winning and doing good. Yeah. So that's why, like, to me, it makes no sense. But you do the math. 2 + 2 = 10. So. But yeah, if you guys actually want more detail into this lawsuit, HBO Max is dropping a doc. They actually said it today that they're dropping a documentary of their equal pay fight throughout the World Cup and till now. So if you don't have HBO Max, find someone's password, and just, catch a vibe.
Okay, so to lead us into our deep dive on it, do you think that pay should be equal across the board?
See, this is where it gets tough for me.
Okay.
Because
you
didn't expect this. You didn't expect this. This is where it gets tough for me, because this goes to another world with me with, like, should college players get paid as well? But that's the topic for another.
Okay, this is interesting. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go off, sis.
I feel like there
Be
should
careful.
be.
It's
Yeah,
International
I'm
Women's Day.
Yeah, I don't want to disrespect my own self.
Go ahead.
I feel like there should be a type of bracket. So there shouldn't be a huge difference like there is, but there should be a system where it's not as off as it is right now.
I see. So some type of control.
Should be some type of control. But for men as well, because some of these guys, no disrespect, but some of y'all aren't that good athletes. You guys are either riding the bench, or your last name is of like your parents were famous, so your last name means something.
Hey, do not talk about J.R. Smith like that. I swear to God.
But yeah, so I feel like there should be some type of bracket for both, where it's like, all right, depending on how much money you bring in, depending on how many sponsors you have, depending on how many jerseys you sell.
Damn.
There should be something there.
Damn, I really didn't expect that. But what about the people who aren't going to be paid shit? But
that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be that much of a difference. It shouldn't be like you get $10 and everyone else gets like $1,000.
I see.
The pay should be...
So you think that there should be a set pay, and then depending on how, like...
Your brackets.
Well, you do merchandise-wise and all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's an idea. Is it ideal? Probably not. But I feel like it could be a starting out point.
It could,
or a testing point.
I think, so my thing is this. If it doesn't sell, I can understand why you don't get paid. I can understand that. Like, to me, if you want to do it because you love it, all right, you love it. Like, for the longest time, like, even right now, boxers get paid way more than MMA fighters because the world watches boxing more.
Yes.
You get me? So it's not, to me, it's not like, there's a difference. No, it's just because they don't watch as much MMA as they do boxing.
Yeah, and
that's
boxing is like brings in more money.
Brings in more money so people could get paid more.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to, like, for me, the WNBA versus the NBA, I'm sorry. They just don't set the standard for the payment.
Okay, I disagree there.
Okay.
Because, and this is what I was trying to tell you earlier, which I couldn't remember the word, and I still can't remember the word. But it goes off with how the media works with women's sports. So you have ESPN, who doesn't show WNBA games.
Oh.
And if you start showing these games, even if, like, you're not interested in it, maybe someone you know is interested in it.
But then that goes with ratings, though.
Yeah.
But then that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you're not going to get the ratings, if you're not going to...
But we don't know because it's not out there. Like, look at the women's team. Their league was never televised. And then all of a sudden now it's televised and it's breaking all the records.
I never even thought about that, to be honest with you. All right, so I'm going to need you to go on that because I don't understand exactly what's going on ESPN.
Okay, well, so it goes back to endorsement deals and TV deals, which, oh my God, this takes me back to class at the University of Georgia. Go Dogs, by the way.
I'm sick of you.
But, okay, so you do TV deals, either your team. So the NBA does TV deals with local media rights. So for us, we're in Miami, so we get Sun Sports, South Florida.
Okay.
So what the WNBA does, I have no idea. What they should do is try to make these TV deals with whatever city they're at. The other thing that plays a part is like if you play in a city that's not as big, like let's say for example Oklahoma City, then that's tough with getting views because they're not watching anything.
Okay.
No disrespect, but like let's be real. So that plays a part, but the WNBA too could try to make a deal with ESPN where they show like 2 or 3 major games, like the champion versus who we think is going to be the future champion, or like with the new female players that are coming out, like Sabrina, I don't know how to say her last name.
Oh,
Inosuke?
and I can't read.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go off.
I'm pretty sure
Go
I
off, sis.
butchered it, but like her, a lot of people were watching it because she was a number 1 draft pick.
Okay.
And she's just been balling for years, and Kobe was basically her mentor and helping her like develop her game.
Damn.
So, unfortunately, she got injured midway through the bubble, but she was one of the players that everyone was watching in the bubble. And then you have like the Seattle Storm with legends like Sue Bird, who won again another championship.
So let's be real then. All right. Okay. It's good to have these conversations because then it shines a light on a really important issue. But do you think if they had the same media attention, that the interest would be the same?
I think there would be more interest because now we're getting to see a sport that we didn't know probably existed. And not only that, I feel like that's important for like the youth. Mm-hmm. That's like, oh, okay, I see her playing basketball. Maybe I could do that. I see her playing soccer. Maybe I could do that.
So you're requesting equal opportunity in order to possibly increase the pay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Just give us a shot, and maybe we'll show you something.
Yeah, and you're seeing it now with the women's team for soccer. We gave them a shot. They showed that they're champions. They're the GOATs. And they're killing it with the views. They're killing it with the endorsement deals. And more little girls are playing soccer.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that's where I kind of come to a complete disagreement with the system. Because, like you said, the women's team has been giving more and has been doing more and has been generating more. Why are they not getting paid more?
Yeah. That's key right there, Jay.
Because it's like, if you're watching to me, it boils down to marketing. The media attention, I mean, I think that it's best to keep shining lights like this. You know, these conversations or, if you keep coming out with those, like, hood clips and stuff like that of people balling and shit like that, then that's what draws the attention of the big names like ESPN and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the women's team already did that when it came to soccer.
Yeah.
So that's fucked up. I think that it should be depending on what you do. Like, if you don't watch the sport and somebody chooses not to, fund it, then I understand that.
Yeah, that's completely different. Yeah, I agree with you on that part because, like, not everyone's watching the women's soccer team, but there's a lot of us that are.
That's true. No, there's a great number, and it generated interest from everybody.
Yeah,
especially Americans, because
because America wants to win everything, wants to be number 1 at everything, even if it's like bad things. But, I mean, let's be real.
Okay, so damn, I think we really got deep into like the ideology behind why the media chooses to promote different things.
Yeah, and the other crazy thing that came out the other day is like ESPN and SportsCenter, I believe, they only post 3 or 4% a year of female sports.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So that right there is a stat for you to show you that, hey, we're never going to see any women's sports if these outlets, social media outlets, or even just like sport outlets are not giving us an opportunity.
What do you have to say to people that are just like, that shit's just boring, don't want to watch it?
You don't love sports.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. If you think it's boring, but it's not boring when a guy's doing it, then what's wrong with you?
Damn. Bars. All you fucking misogynists out there.
Yeah, stop telling women to get back in the kitchen.
Damn.
Well, I'll cook you there too.
Damn, dog. All right. Chill.
All right, I'll
What the
chill.
fuck?
I'll relax. Let me drink
I'm your
some water.
friend. God damn. But that you brought up a lot of interesting points, and I think that it's something that just might have to be respected. Because I never saw the argument turn from oh, a woman could do anything a man can do. But what you did is that you kind of twisted it in a way where it's like, it's not just that. It's like if we're making more money,
Yeah.
make it equal.
Yeah.
And give equal media representation. And I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's the whole...
But that's my privilege talking as a
man. Yeah.
So.
I think that's something we forget because we're more like, oh, well, they can't dunk. Oh, well, they can't, score a touchdown or something like that.
But that's the only thing that's missing, I think it is. Like,
yeah, but okay, so it's not as technical as like the men's sport. It's different technicality. It's more physical than like, okay, like my shooting is going to be immaculate.
Yeah.
It's different with the women's sport. It's more like, all right, I have to use my head more in the women's game.
And
I
you
have
know
to be precise with what I'm going to do. While in the men's game, I could just go up and dunk it, or I could just like outrun everybody and score.
And you know what's crazy? I think what you're doing right now is pretty much accurately explaining why Steph Curry is so fucking good and how he changed the game completely, because it went from who could dunk and jump the highest to who has the best shot and could get more points and win the game. And Steph Curry snaps at that.
All right,
And
well, let's bring this back to the women.
I know, but I'm bringing it back. Damn, I'm on your side. No, but what it has to do with is like, if we could gear the mindset of technicality over physical,
Yes,
brawn,
yeah.
then we could definitely give more shine to the women.
It'll start opening doors, but we also have to have open minds with that. And
Yeah.
I feel like that's still going to take some time.
No, of course. And but it shouldn't.
It shouldn't. Yeah, you're right. But in the world we live in.
Yeah, you're right.
So.
And I think that's one of the problems that we have. We have as a society. We don't like change, but change needs to happen, especially where it's seen fit.
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, that was a special topic. I think we did learn a lot. Again, if you guys do have any further insight, or if you just want to, attack me for being a man. So.
No.
No
No attacking. If like you guys want to add something, or if you disagree with something we said but want to actually like have a conversation, not like an argument,
I'm here for it. Because some people might be mad, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but
You want
I
to
would
keep it
rather
positive.
have a
Okay.
conversation.
All right, you're right.
Because the whole point is for us to learn
Yeah.
and for everybody listening to learn as well. It's not to fight, because we fight and no one learns
Nobody
anything.
listens.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest point we want to push forward.
Yeah.
We all want to be more open-minded towards different situations or different mindsets.
Yeah.
And man, this comes it comes from a place like the whole female situation. It comes from a place of my privilege where I didn't even understand why people weren't watching as much, female basketball or watching, as much female sports as, the men's sports.
Yeah. Well, it's because there's no...
It's controlled by the media.
Yeah, so... But,
Damn.
yeah.
That was a great talk. I feel good about that.
Yeah, I hope you guys like that. Yeah.
I loved it. It was great. So, on to the next topic. We're
Segment.
going... All right, next segment. God damn, I did that last chapter
last
too.
time too. Hey, we're still learning. We're trying to figure it out.
Don't yell at me. All right,
Wow.
so this segment's called Ximena Needs To Know. If you guys don't know, once again, our friend is named Ximena. She is the third member in Paradox, our band that we used to have.
Still have.
God, I did that last
Oh
chapter
my
too.
God. Yeah, no, last time you pretended like she wasn't here. Like, you used her in past tense. So that was weird.
That was my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He can't read, so,
It's my fault. School's failed me.
Yeah.
But Ximena, she doesn't have any social media, anything like that. So we created this segment for people like her or like-minded to her where you guys want to just step away from all the other shit on social media and, have this conversation about what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
So-
we'll update you guys.
Yeah, pretty much so. Here's Ximena Needs To Know. So what does Ximena need to know, J-Rock?
Ximena, Texas is open. Like, there's no panorama in Texas.
Yeah.
It's 100% open. Like, no masks. Basically how the world used to be before 2020.
And I think that, what do you personally feel about it? Because
I feel like the world is ending, but that's my depression talking.
Oh, okay.
So,
shout out depression.
Shout out to depression and mental health. Yeah, 2020 messed me up. But yeah, I don't understand what's the point. Like, do you just want us all to die? Do you want to stay in this Panera Bread until 2023? Like, at this rate, I just don't care.
I half understand, half don't.
Okay. I'm kind of, let me see what you say.
Okay, so for me, I think it's also about the businesses.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah.
So like to me, people are dying regardless. And I was watching another podcast and they brought up an interesting point. Like if you're scared, stay inside. But for people that aren't scared anymore, at least some people have the choice to, get vaccinated, or we at least understand the virus a lot more.
Okay. So before we even get to that,
okay.
Texas, 95% of Texans are not vaccinated.
Oh, shit. Well, then.
Yeah, so like you want to open, but no one's getting vaccinated.
But it still falls into like, all right, if you want to go out, go out. I think that mask should still be something that's enforced.
Yeah, but they don't have a mask mandate either.
Yeah.
As of Wednesday, they're open at 100% with no mask mandate, which is wild.
Listen, I was trying for Texas, all right?
I think we all were, and then,
but
they weren't prepared for, like, the day after tomorrow freezing that they had.
Yeah, you know what? And at the end of the day, I get exactly, like, I get why they're doing it for small businesses, because these people, again, they're dying out there because they don't have...
money.
Yeah, they don't have money.
Well, that goes back to the government, but... That's a
also
topic
true.
for something else. Yeah.
Damn, dog. Well,
I'm on it today.
You are on
It's chapter
today.
3, my favorite number.
Let's do it. All right, so next thing that Ximena needs to know.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Before we go on,
okay, go
we
ahead.
have a is this justified or not question for you.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I heard people talking about this on Twitter, and I kind of gave the eye emojis because I was kind of like, whoa. So is this justified or not? Should people in Texas get vaccine access or not?
Oh.
Because people are like, oh, well, if Texas is opening, then they don't care, so why should they get vaccinated?
Yeah, why should we give a fuck about them and waste our tax dollars on them?
But not all of them think the same way. They
That's
just
also
live
true.
there. So, depends on how you feel. Do you think it's justified or not? We'll pull a poll up.
As a black man, I'm going to wait for everybody else to get the vaccine.
To make sure that you don't die.
To make sure it's safe, because all the testing they've been doing on us throughout the past fucking decades and shit,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be an experiment.
Yeah.
But, no, that's a good... but you can't single people out. It goes back to painting people with one brush.
Yeah.
You can't really do that because some people,
But
or
some
even a
people
majority...
don't think like that. That's why I'm posing this question for you
Okay.
guys. If you think it's justified, cool. If you don't think it's justified, cool. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
But we want to know what your opinion is.
Yeah, I am interested in this.
interested.
I'm interested. I want to know.
All right, now we can move on to the
Oh,
next.
yeah. Bobby Shmurda is free.
He's a free man.
He's a free man, Ximena, so
Do your shmoney dance.
I'm definitely not doing that.
About a week ago.
But listen, he got released from jail. He did some time. And a lot of people have some mixed feelings about that. Like
Yeah.
how he's being treated when he got out. A lot of people felt like, we shouldn't be glorifying him because he did a crime. But I personally feel like, all right, listen.
He did his time.
He did his time. He didn't snitch. What the hood always talks about, don't snitch and all these things like that.
And you'll be cool.
Yeah,
You'll
but
be
they
treated
don't.
with love.
But a lot of times they don't get, they don't get anything for, their silence or sticking to the G code or whatever it is.
The hood code.
A lot of times they don't get their recognition for that. So, like a lot of people do feel like if you are gonna go ahead and not talk shit or not say anything to the feds, when you come home, You're welcome with love, and you did
you're
your time.
Like a king or queen.
Yeah, you come back and you did what you had to do, and you did your time too. So it's like, I don't see what people's issue are. How do you feel?
He's free. He did his time. Let the man be.
It's very true. Very true. And what was it that they're at the club?
So I saw this online on Twitter, Ximena. I don't know if you know what Twitter is, but
I'm disrespecting her like that.
It's a social media outlet thing. It's called Tweeter, by the way.
I'm sick of you.
So apparently Bobby Shmurda was at a club and some bartender offered him a drink, and he looked at her and was like, "Nah, fam, I'm good," and showed her his little iced tea bottle that he had.
You know what it is?
It was so cute.
They're trying to get him caught up again.
Yeah, but it was smart that he was like, "Nah, I'm good," and he even started drinking, and he was just like, "Nah, just let me be here. Let me just chill and be happy that I'm out."
And that's how you're supposed to do it. Like, people that I know that have done time and stuff like that, when we go out and, I take them out to go out to bars and stuff like that and just have a good night out. Like, I've seen the effect. Like, off of one drink, you'll be fucked up.
Yeah.
Because you've done years and you haven't had anything.
And not only that, like, you still have to adjust to real world.
Yeah.
Because he's been in there for a while.
Yeah, and I've seen the results. Like, that shit is like it's a trauma.
Yeah. It's a trauma that we don't address in the United States.
Nah, we're going to address it on this podcast, though.
Eventually.
So one of the chapters, a special topic, will be about, prison reform.
The prison system in general.
Prison system in
Private
general,
prisons, yeah. That's a mess.
Already got me hot.
All right. Last.
And now we're going to this shit that's going to get me hot, too. All right, so Meghan Markle and Oprah, they had an interview. All right?
If you don't know who Meghan Markle is, she's married to Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Who, from, the UK Majesty Kingdom, the Crown world.
And the thing is that pretty much she was talking about how they were racist to her.
Yes, and her baby. And
I'm like...
Before it was born.
And it's funny because we're all like, what? Really? They were racist to you? A black woman coming into a white man's life and taking the crown? Of course.
Yeah.
Like, we expected it. Like, I expected it at least. But pretty much it was really disgusting. They were concerned about the color of the baby, like how the color of the baby was going to come out.
And how they would be received in the Majesty.
Oh, and they weren't going to offer them guards or anything like that.
No. It's basically like Princess Diana Part 2.
Yeah. They're pretty much like shunning her because she was, because she's black.
Yeah.
And they didn't like the idea that, they're...
I think the problem is they don't like change or like spontaneous people, because it was the same with Princess Diana.
No, I think it's because she's black.
Well, no, I agree with you on that, but I also think it's a mix because same thing happened with Princess Diana, which is why Prince Harry was like, I don't want this to happen to my family as well.
I saw what happened to my mom.
Yeah, I don't want this to happen to me and my family.
Okay,
So it's a connection there too.
I think it's just disrespectful. It's like, how do we still live in a world where, even royalty ain't treated like royalty?
Yeah. Hey, that's the UK for you.
That shit was fucking crazy. And I remember, I was listening to the story, and they were talking about how she was suicidal. Like, she started becoming suicidal and depressed and shit like that. Like, she wanted to take her own life.
Yeah.
And it's like, how fucked up do you have to be? Like, how fucked up do you have to be to go ahead and put this woman through so much shit for absolutely no reason?
I don't know. That's the royal family for you. But they did it to Princess Diana. They killed her.
And then
I'm going to say it. They killed her.
They killed Princess Diana.
They killed Princess Diana.
Damn,
Cap.
dog. That shit's crazy. But, hey, Ximena.
That's what
you need to know.
They killed Princess Diana.
So we're wrapping up here, guys. And, again, if you guys are still listening, we really appreciate it. We've been through this crazy-ass journey. We finally, if you guys haven't noticed, the audio quality has been fucking immaculate thanks to Rick Brown and M7 Recording Studios.
Yes.
They really did an amazing job of accommodating us and making sure that
we sound amazing and feel comfortable.
And
it's
look
lit.
great. Yo, like, you don't understand. Like, I got purple lights in this shit. I feel like I'm out here doing something.
Purple Rain.
No, but like it's a great place. It's dope, friendly ass people. Like,
homies from high school, man.
Yo, man. And I feel like I'm at home too. Like, this is a really dope area that we're in right now.
Dope setup.
And you guys are going to see it in the visual and stuff like that on the camera. But, yeah, amazing people out here. Also, thank you, 1K on Instagram.
Oh, man.
Yo, tell me that shit's not crazy.
What do you mean? I thought only 10 people were going to listen. Okay? So when I see 1K, I'm over here like, Jesoma, we need to do a video. We need to thank these people.
Yo, and
what if they hate us?
No, but like at the end of the day, it's like, yo, we're just providing, shit that people like to listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm beyond thankful, beyond humbled by the experience. This has been fun. Like we've been talking about doing this for a while.
Yes.
And to see this actually start happening.
To see the growth. Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess we just did it right. I mean, but it's also...
We're still doing it right. Like, we're still trying to figure it out.
We're still trying to do it right.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It goes beyond thank you. You guys really did your thing with us, and we appreciate every view, every watch, every like.
Every follow.
Every comment.
Every interaction.
Oh, every recommendation.
That too. Yeah.
It's dope. But we appreciate you guys, and thank you. And do you want to announce this, or am I doing it?
You do it.
We have a new studio coming soon.
Yes.
So, I don't know what happened throughout this past couple weeks. We ended up in M7 Recording Studios. It's an amazing place. And we also got offered to build our own studio.
Yeah.
So we got that in the works, and we just started working on it yesterday, and
things are moving very quickly.
Yeah.
And we were not expecting it to move this quickly. So we're still trying to figure it out. But, I mean, I kind of like it, but I'm kind of scared.
Why are you scared?
Because it's happening too fast. And also, like I said, I only expected 10 people.
No, I definitely am on the board where, like, I'm overwhelmed at the amount of love that we're getting.
Yeah.
And I damn well appreciate it. And, I mean...
I hope you guys like our video posts. That was all off the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you guys for acknowledging our acting skills. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we appreciate that. Yo, okay, so the funny thing is that I was in the video, I was like, you know what? When we were talking about what we were going to do and how the script was going to be set up, I'm like, let me just come off as a complete asshole.
Well, before we even get there, shout out to WandaVision because
they inspired
they
definitely
us
inspired that
a lot with that little post and the Please Stand By.
Oh yeah, Please Stand By. You like?
Of course. I actually wanted to put like the Agatha song.
That would have been dope.
Fire.
Man, we would have got flagged so fast.
Oh yeah, it would have been deleted.
Instagram would have been like, nah.
Nah, you guys can't use that song. No, you're not Marvel.
But at the end of it, we just had a dope idea to go ahead and record and just
be
play
ourselves.
this. Yeah, just be ourselves and
Hey, if there's an acting agency out there that wants to sponsor us, hey, I'm down to act. Just send a good paycheck and.
I'm sick of you. I already asked you.
Equal pay.
I'm sick of it. No, but like we do again, we really appreciate it, and that just goes to show that with time and hard work, anything's possible, and we could go ahead and keep growing. Hopefully, we keep growing. Get to those 2, 3, 4, 5 mil.
Just blow up,
Yeah, man.
Just make it famous, but like in a good way.
But definitely enough. I mean, we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, one last thing. It seems like no one cared about
Nobody
Britney
cares about
Spears.
Britney Spears. Yeah, we put up the poll and absolutely
nobody responded.
Nobody's checking for her, except for Kim Kardashian. Apparently, she just watched it.
Yeah,
and she was talking about how
I don't care.
I
don't care.
Well, that's how people feel about her.
That's how people feel about Britney Spears. So we're moving on.
Yeah. And question. Should we start? We're gonna put all these questions inside of our stories like we usually do.
Yeah.
And you guys vote on it.
Yeah.
Let us know. And should we start a TikTok?
Or should we start vlogging as well?
You guys let us know. We're gonna have these questions available.
Yeah.
Let us know what you guys think, because
our acting skills is on.
You know what?
On point. I'm not gonna stop. You know how many people told me that my acting was good, and I'm over here like, what? I'm just staring at a camera.
Well,
and being myself.
I didn't get all of that attention. I don't know why. I feel like I didn't.
Wow. Really? We're gonna go there.
Happy
All right.
Women's Appreciation Day.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Not.
No, but again, thank you guys so much. That's been JaySquared Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
It's in the wraps. Thank you guys. We appreciate your time. If you guys want, like, comment, share,
Follow.
and interact with us, because at the end of the day, we just want to have a conversation with y'all.
Yeah. And get ready for Chapter 4.